Hi guys. So this is the first episode of Becoming an Entrepreneur and Your Own Boss. So I'm gonna give you a tip that I've been trying to learn and that I finally learned today. So I'm about to share it with y'all. So it's how to make your own business cards. Like I made this whole design. I put all this on here. And this is my business card. Okay. And it took trial and error. So this is all still new, but I finally got it. And as you see, I have a stack of them. So we go to Avery because you're gonna want. You could get the business card labels, but my Staples didn't have it, and I don't have a Best Buy where I live. So all I have is Staples. These are the ones I got. The name badge insert refills. This right here. 400 inserts, 50 sheets. Okay? The number is 5390. Okay. So, once you do that, you're going to want to search right here. And you're going to put that number in, 5390. And you search it. Okay. Now, I already created, like I said, but this is the one right here. Now, I didn't think that it could print front and back until I just did it. So, how you do that, so you can have it front and back, even if you get these, you can have it front and back. You're going to do 5390. Well, hold on, sorry. You're going to find a template, and you're going to put 5390. Sorry about the noise in the background. These kids just don't care. Okay, start designing. Now, right here, you have so many different options, right? But you want this one right here where it says wide print both sides. Right here. These two are the same. All of these are the same. Well, no, this one isn't the same. We are on 3.5, okay? So this is what you click on if you want it on front and back. If you want it just front, you click, of course, just one side only. So how I did it was you press select this template and you're gonna select your own design, okay? And then when it pops up, front of sheet, back of sheet, okay? Now, if you want an image, you click on image. And then you add, and then you browse for file. Now, this computer I have is a Chromebook, but it's by Lenovo. I'm not pronouncing it right, but that's what it's by. Okay, so we're gonna go to our document. Don't worry, it's blur, okay. So now you're gonna stretch it out. It's gonna tell you if you going over the lines. It's gonna tell you just like that, okay? So let me put y'all back so you can see everything I'm doing. So we're gonna just bring it down. And you're gonna stretch it out a little bit more. So you want the whole card covered at least. So I'm so sorry about this noise out there. Okay. Just like that. All right. Now we're going to do back of sheet. You see how I click right here? It says back of sheet. You're going to go to the image. Now, if you want a video on how I created my business cards, just leave it in the comments. But I'm going to show you how I print them off through Avery. Because a lot of videos out there isn't explaining this. And I had to figure this out on my own. So, since I figured it out, I'd rather tell people about it. Now, you see how this letter and stuff is back there? Just tap on it and you delete it. Okay, now it looks like it's, just the light. And there you go. So, okay, it's red. So we want to get it out the red. Like that. So then we click on preview and print. Now, this is where I kept getting confused at first. When I first started doing this. I was like, okay, this is going to be this small, but it's not. Okay? So don't worry about that part. Don't worry about any of this right here. Everything is already automatically set. What you need to worry about is going to adjust print alignment. Okay? Now, with this, you're going to say millimeters. It's going to stay at 0. And inches, you do not click on it. You keep it at millimeters. You keep it at right. You keep it at down, as you see. Right, down. But you keep this one highlighted. Okay, but the inches, you need to make sure it says down. And this needs to be 2. It needs to be the number 2 right here. And then once you do that, you apply it. You get the PDF to print. I don't want to save it because I already have one. And then once you do that, you open the PDF. And it's going to look like this. Now, once you print it off, it's going to look... Let's do it for the sake of the video. I'll put one in the printer. Now, I always do a test run before I print. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, when I say a test run, I mean a test run with regular paper. Not with this paper. The 5390, not with that paper. With just regular paper that's already in your printer. Sorry, it wasn't connected to the right Wi-Fi. So it's like, I can't connect the printer and my printer's on. So anyway, we're going to X out of this, come back because it got to get back right. Okay, there we go. Now, I automatically go to my more settings on my printer, on my thing when I'm about to print. And I click on print on both sides. So my printer knows what to do as well. So if you do not click on that, it will come out 2 separate sheets of paper. Just let you know, this has to be checked right here. It has to be. And you want to make sure the paper size is A4 and everything else can stay the same. Like you don't need to do anything else. And if you have an HP printer like I do, you want to also make sure when you load that paper in there, when it says do you want to change the paper, you need to make sure it says matte. Well, I can show you. So this is what I'm saying. It says closed tray, right? Well, you're gonna put that paper in there. We're not gonna put that in there because we're gonna do a tray one first. But this is gonna pop up. Specialty paper, matte A4, woo, woo, woo. And then you're gonna put okay. But you can press modify to change that on your printer as well. But I'm gonna press okay because that's what I need. Now, once we do that, like I said, you could do the print on both sides, even on regular paper if you want. That's how I'm gonna do it. So, we're just waiting for it to print. It said it was printing, now I don't want to print. Well, my printer don't want to work right now, so what we're gonna do is I have already an extra one, so I can just show you. But you're gonna have this on plain paper like such. You're gonna put it, make sure it's even with it, and you're gonna line it up, and you're gonna put it in like light. You can put it on your, your room light, however, wherever, and you're gonna make sure it's facing the back of this paper, and you're gonna put it up, and you're gonna make sure that it's all into the square, so it's correct when you print it, when you get this paper, okay? Because these papers aren't cheap, all right? So let's just call the thing a thing here. We're gonna make sure we do it correctly. Now, once we do all that, we're gonna insert this, and if it's correct, we're going to insert this into the printer. And then once that happens, we're going to print it off, and then you will have your business cards. Now, when you do this, it's so easy to not mess it up. So all you do is a line down the middle. It's lines everywhere. And you just break it in half. You go like that, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. So it's not hard at all. So that's how you do that. If you have any questions, if you want me to show you how I made my business cards as well, I can. If we could do a whole other video of that, just let me know down in the comments. And thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, my printer don't want to work right now, so what we're gonna do is I have already an extra one, so I can just show you. But you're gonna have this on plain paper like such. You're gonna put it, make sure it's even with it, and you're gonna line it up, and you're gonna put it in like light. You can put it on your, your room light, however, wherever, and you're gonna make sure it's facing the back of this paper, and you're gonna put it up, and you're gonna make sure that it's all into the square, so it's correct when you print it, when you get this paper, okay? Because these papers aren't cheap, all right? So let's just call the thing a thing here. We're gonna make sure we do it correctly. Now, once we do all that, we're gonna insert this, and if it's correct, we're gonna insert this into the printer. And then once that happens, we're gonna print it off, and then you will have your business cards. Now, when you do this, it's so easy to not mess it up. So all you do is a line down the middle. It's lines everywhere. And you just break it in half. You go like that, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. So it's not hard at all. So that's how you do that. If you have any questions, if you want me to show you how I made my business cards as well, I can. If we could do a whole other video of that, just let me know down in the comments. And thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.